Welcome back, guys, to another video. Today I'm here with Christine and we're going to be trying one of the best halo-halos here in Angeles City.
It's actually the best dessert for summer, and we are trying Bonj Conyelo. That's the name of the store.
And we're going to be having all five. There's called Uber Load, or actually Ube. Very loud motorbikes over there. Creme de leche, halo-halo original. Then we've got some corn flavor one, and then we got buko pandan. I'm really excited to try that one.
Yeah, it's my first time to try that too.
But yeah, let's go check it out. And so how long has the owner been making halo-halo for?
The brand was established 2020, and then our branch here at Santa Rita, it was opened last Sunday.
Oh, the cheese. What kind of cheese is this?
Processed cheese.
Filipino processed cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got some of this jelly here. You got some tapioca balls. Gonna mix some flan, some bananas, some jello. Is this ice cream?
Ube.
Oh, it's just ube. Oh. So one key is to stick the ube on the side of the cup. And some of them have got more ube than others.
Today, they've just been open for less than 5 hours and they're almost out.
Yeah, so a lot of people in the comment sections in my videos tell me how I'm wrong for calling a halo-halo a drink.
Oh
I
yeah,
call
because
it-
it's not.
It's a dessert, but you
Yeah.
can also call it a drink too. It's a drink and a dessert.
Because ideally, you're not gonna have to wait for the ice to melt. Because we did not have a lot of ice cream in here in the past, right? So it's kind of our own way of having something of like an ice cream. So you don't call ice cream a drink because you don't wait for the ice to liquefy. You eat it while it's still ice. Then you have like the other ingredients like bananas and things like that. So yeah, I won't think it's a drink. It's actually a dessert.
But it really does look like a drink, and it
It
comes
does.
from a cup. So,
Too, yeah. It's very similar to Korean bingsu.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in this kind of heat, it'll turn into a drink very fast.
Very fast.
Just
too.
like your ice cream will turn into a drink as well very quickly.
Yeah,
After about 5 minutes in this Manila heat or this Pampanga heat.
yeah, that's true.
When was halo-halo invented? Does anyone know when it was invented? Or?
That I don't know. I would love to know though.
From what I understand though, I've read a little bit about halo-halo. Some people say it might have come from Pampanga region.
That's good to know. But yeah, that's something I'm really interested in knowing. There's a lot of brands like Razon that they mentioned originated in Pampanga, and they've been up for more than a couple of decades now. So probably, yeah.
Has it just kind of gotten more popular over the years, or halo-halo
Oh no, it's
even
always
when you
been
were
a thing.
kid? Yeah.
It's always been a thing.
So it's always been popular when you were a kid. It was the same popularity as it is now.
Yeah, but I mean, at least now there's brands who make it. In the past, they would only sell them on the streets. It's a street food thing, and it's not even for the rich people. It's for everyone.
Well, there's different halo-halo levels. Some halo-halo is super fancy. Some halo-halo is like very basic.
That was the thing that happened recently when there are fancier versions of it. But halo in itself, like the plain traditional thing, has always been there.
And it's typically served on a cart.
Yeah, on a cart by the street. And sometimes it's even like if you're a high school kid and you want to earn a little bit on the side, so you put up a table in front of your house and sell halo in there. It's kind of like when American kids sell lemonade on the streets.
Yeah.
That could be a thing for us.
And so a lot of the sweetness is coming from the bananas though, correct? It's
Yeah,
like the
because the bananas are sweetened with brown sugar. The milk is a must too. But like right now on the fancier versions of it, the bananas are sweetened, tapioca is sweetened, and then you have the ube jam and the leche flan. So there's already a lot of sweetness on the other components, so there's no need to put sugar anymore. But on the less fancy versions that they sell on the street carts, you don't have a lot of that, that fancy ingredients. So they still have to put sugar on it.
Yeah, I would definitely have to say halo-halo is not all equal. Each halo-halo place has got their own secret recipe.
Yeah.
Each place is like...
It's the first time I'm seeing a buko pandan halo in here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. I actually thought that was a normal thing.
No, it's not. It's not a normal thing. It's the first time. There's places in Manila that put gold flakes, and everyone's put their own spin on it. But yeah.
I love buko pandan. This one has got just a couple pieces of corn, and the overall flavor profile is corn as well.
Corn
So
and milk, yeah.
there's cornmeal on the inside.
Yeah, that's true.
One thing that I recommend to do is stir it right away, right when the
Yeah.
ice cone gets scooped onto the top, because it's not sticking together now. It kind of froze itself together, like when snow becomes 1 day old.
Yeah.
It gets a lot harder. But Here in the Philippines, you guys don't have snow. Check that flan out.
Yep, that's exactly what I was digging for.
Oh, you lost your flan. Your flan got stuck in the bottom.
Yeah, but I put flan and a little bit of the makapuno. It's coconut and a little bit of the ube.
It's called makapuno.
Yeah, makapuno.
I mean, like, look at that. That is so amazing looking. Do you
This
eat
is the
it?
crown. Yeah.
You eat it by itself? Okay. Oh, wow.
Ideally, you would mix it, but most of us, before we mix it, at least you got to eat half of it already.
So that's a guilty pleasure
Yeah.
in the Philippines. You guys eat the flan before it gets mixed in.
Because we love the flan. Like, sometimes you eat it on its own.
It's so perfectly balanced. I mean, as I mix it around, it kind of changes flavor as well. You got to get those bananas mixed in there too. In America, we might just like blend this up in a blender, but you guys don't do that.
We don't. It's almost like a meal as well. It's dessert, but it's almost like a meal. When I see Americans review halo-halo, they cringe at the idea of sweet beans. Because they don't have it in this version, but a lot of people do sweet beans as well and put it on halo-halo. Oh, actually they do. In this other version, there's sweet beans.
I like the sweet beans. I
Yeah.
got no problem with that. You made the leche like that?
Yeah, crema de leche. So it's basically just the bananas, the milk, tapioca, and the leche flan.
So this is a white bean.
Yeah, it's sweetened white bean. Sweet bean.
Wow.
So that's the reason why we don't think of it as a drink. It's a meal because you have a lot of the carbs that you need in there.
Yeah. I feel like they make the beans sweeter with the sugar water or something.
Yeah. Like sometimes if you're like doing it at home and you're not in a business, you sweeten it at the same time with the sweet potatoes and the plantains.
So it's a specific bean that is like really popular with
White kidney beans. I'm really happy they're not sweet because honestly that was my worry like on our way here. I was worried they'll be too sweet.
like eating 5 different halo-halos.
Yeah.
It's gonna put you in a sugar coma afterwards.
That's exactly why I grabbed a bunch of spinach because I thought it was gonna be extremely sweet, but it's not. So
After fasting all day and
Yeah.
then having, you know, the worst possible thing, a whole bunch of, basically this is like children's cereal, but a lot better tasting.
growing up, I didn't know that our household was kind of weird because we didn't eat chips at home. It wasn't until I was in college that I realized that some people think it's abnormal to not have chips at home.
Yeah.
Because when we do a snack at home when we were kids, my mom would be making like fritters out of sweet potatoes or bananas, and everything would be homemade. And I thought that was normal. Until it was like even my cousin who mentioned like, you don't have this in your normal grocery shopping? I'm like, no. So what do you eat even? I'm like, homemade stuff.
I just love it how they put the Filipino cheese on the top of this one here.
Yeah, it's processed cheese, so you get a little bit of the saltiness.
Okay, so buko pandan
Yeah.
halo-halo with the cheese. I just want to try the cheese by itself.
Yeah, and again, it's the first time I'm ever having a buko pandan halo-halo. This is so nice.
The cheese is kind of like a Parmesan cheese a little bit.
A little bit.
It's like a soft Parmesan.
Yeah, because of the saltiness, right? And
Yeah.
it would contrast with the milk and the sweet gelatin.
So we gotta mix it. Buko pandan, like, yeah, it just has got a nice, refreshing coconuttiness to it, and it's not as sweet as the pandan flavored drinks on the street.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the buko pandan that you typically get on the street in the Philippines and Manila and everywhere. That is more sweet than this, for
Yeah,
sure. This
yeah.
is more creamy. It's got a nice, subtle sweetness.
It does make you feel better too that you're not eating something that's overly sweet.
And then the jello is actually not sweet at all. In the
Yeah, yeah.
halo-halo, they don't actually like add sugar to the jello.
No, because everything else is sweet already.
It's like a gelatin though. It's not really jello.
Yeah. See, now it's already a drink.
It turns into a drink. Your parents always tell you not to eat sweet things like right early in the morning or whatever. but,
Definitely not. Yeah.
you know, like one thing that's really good is that it's banana. So like it's one healthy thing at least. So you're getting your potassium. So it's I mean,
Purple yam. The purple yam is also nice.
so in America, this would be basically like a normal meal for a breakfast.
There's actual corn, actual fresh coconut meat, purple yam, beans. So it's not as bad. Like it's not the best breakfast you can have, but it's definitely not the worst.
It's some actual whole food products that go in here. The ube doesn't seem to be sweet at all.
Like everything is lightly seasoned with sweetness, so that when you put it all together, it's not too much.
Yeah, and if you have the skills to stir the cup really well with this very flimsy spoon, then you're gonna mix it up well, and it's gonna be blended up to be, you know, relatively moderately sweet, as opposed to, for me, you know, trying to mix the less sweet ones together to try to get the rest of the ube flavor down. But no, it's really good. I love those tapioca pearls too. Just have a nice chewiness to them.
Yeah, and that kind of fills you up because you get a lot of the carbs that you need from there. So sometimes if it's all you ate for the day, it's still as if you ate an entire meal.
Yeah, I don't feel so horrible like that if this was my entire meal. Like sometimes like people are having like cereal for dinner or something.
Yeah.
So
Cake even, or donuts
yeah,
with that overly sweet cafe drink.
I think I really love the flan as well. Like the more flan, the merrier.
Yeah.
To be honest, but I think I'm out of flan. Oh, I found a piece right there.
And you can actually buy it by an entire piece, an entire block of land from the mall and stuff.
Oh, you can't buy it here though?
I think that's part of their inventory for making the halo-halo. But there are like pasalubong shops or where we buy like delicacies. You can buy an entire block of leche flan and just have it by itself.
Well, that works too.
Yeah, you can put it on bread too.
I love flan. I'm a flan man.
Yeah.
There's Jello kind of in here, or it at least looks like Jello, but then there's also another one, you take a bite out of it and it's like juicy on the inside.
Yeah, I actually just Googled what they call it in English. It's coconut gel.
Okay, so it's...
In Tagalog, it's nata de coco. So it's made out of the water that comes out of coconuts.
It's absolutely amazing. Like the flavor is just like a burst of just this amazing coconut goodness. Like almost like a caramelized coconut.
It's almost like that. It's almost like Jello, but it's not. It's better than gelatin actually.
Yeah, it's like a lot more satisfying. It's like a water coconut almost.
Yeah.
And okay, I found one. So that's what it looks like. Definitely keep an eye out for those. You take a bite of it, and it's like almost like a lychee texture, but it's not that sweet.
Yeah, now that you say it like that. When I was eating my halo-halo, that's what I was fishing for. I was looking for.
You were fishing for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fishing now too. I don't want to let those go to waste. Oh, I found one. So good.
Yeah, it is.
You learn something new every day. Okay, so that was pretty amazing. A lot of things I've never tried before today.
Yeah, that's true. Which one is your favorite?
I think my favorite one would have to be the Uber load possibly, but I think next is definitely the buko pandan.
Yeah.
What about for you?
That's for me. The buko pandan is the one that's best for me. Not only is it the first time I tried that flavor in a halo-halo, but it's also really refreshing and it's not over the top. It's not in your face. It's just perfect for the summer.
Yeah, and nothing here is overly sweet either.
Yeah.
It was like a medium sweetness and super flavorful for each thing. Like really, like they use a lot of real ingredients, so it's not just a bunch of junk. It actually was really good. I'm surprised.
Yeah, and they actually taste different. All the 5 flavors taste different from each other because sometimes they just say it's a different flavor, but you basically get the same thing. But here, it's different with the 5 different flavors.
It actually had 2 bowls of the bananas that were just like sitting there, and now they only have like a half bowl left of bananas.
Yeah,
so
just while we were eating, they sold that out.
Well, one lady came in and bought like 10 of them.
Yeah.
So I think that was part of it, but then there's also other people coming in consistently. They kept on buying 1 or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah, when you see the customers, nobody buys just one. Because you always just buy another one for someone at home or someone waiting at the car. So but that's pretty good. In less than 5 hours, they're almost sold out.
And how many locations are coming up in the whole
that
area?
We have to ask them. Do you know how many branches the Bonj Conyelo has already?
We have 4 already.
Uh-huh.
We have Apalit, San Simon, Laguna, and then Santa Rita.
Laguna?
Yes, one is coming up, which is in San Luis.
Okay, that's nice.
Are you guys going to come out to Manila someday?
Oh, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Wow, people in Manila will be very lucky.
That's true.
Very nice, thank you. Very masarap. Thank you so much for showing me this place.
Yeah, anytime.
My name is Bert. I traded my drumsticks in for chopsticks, and now I'm on a journey around the world to explore music, culture, food, and live life to the fullest.